Hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. Before we begin the event, does anyone know what today's seminar is about?
I saw the title before. Sorry, I saw the title before. It's something about a social entrepreneurship, right? Or maybe something else. But for this time, I know that maybe you guys can explain to me.
Yes. So, do you remember that last semester we learned? To be honest, I don't enough about it.
I just remember that something like a business, but at the same time, it's help people.
That's partially correct. Social entrepreneurship is when someone starts an enterprise mainly to solve social problems or bring positive social change, not just to make profit. The focus the focus is more on impact than income.
Oh, thank you, Akila. Your explanation is really clear. So, for social entrepreneurs, is it kind of like using the business strategy to solve problems like poverty and so on?
Exactly. Think of it like a hybrid between a business person and a humanitarian. They want their ventures to be sustainable and meaningful.
Wow, that is interesting. So how is it different from the charity? I a little bit confused about that. Maybe you guys can explain to me and others.
Good questions. Charity usually depends on donations and doesn't generate its income, but social enterprise earns a revenue through business activities while addressing social issues. The idea is to be financially self sufficient.
I see. That reminds me of the term sustainable development. They sound related, right?
Absolutely correct. The concept of sustainable development goals plays a crucial role in social entrepreneurship.
So, social entrepreneurs usually sign their businesses with one or more of these SDG.
Well, normally, yes. For your information, there are 17 SDGs in total.
Wow. I think I have seen some social enterprise in the Malaysia before.
Really? Can you name any?
They are one selling handmade craft by orang asli woman, and they want a more cafe that provide a barista training to via from the underprivileged background.
Great. Those are great examples. The idea is the idea is that business can be forced for good.
Hmm, that's indeed inspiring. I feel like this kind of business model is becoming more important, especially with all the issues we face today, like climate change and unemployment.
Exactly. And it's not just for business students. Social entrepreneurship needs people from all fields, like marketing, IT, designs, education, agriculture, and much more.
I don't think about it the way, but it impressed me. It's quite powerful, right?
Yes. So that's why so important for many people, especially the young people, to get involved.
Yes, that's the spirit. No matter how small your action, it still counts. Remember the theme today, leaving no one behind.
That's right. Now I'm looking forward to this talk.
Me too.
To start the session, I would like to pass it to my friend, Kelvin.
Okay, thank you, Zhi. So, good morning to our beloved doctor, my seminar teammates, and everyone. Okay, welcome to our greatest seminar. And our topic is social entrepreneurship and sustainable development, leaving no one behind. So, I'd like to introduce our speaker, who will sharing all of the useful and interesting knowledge for everyone today. Is Dr. Richard Ng. For everyone information, the highest qualifications for Dr. Richard Ng was Doctor of Business Administration at Open University Malaysia 2010. And he was the Professor Madya at Open University Malaysia since 2007 and a lecturer in MBA Professional Program and Diploma Program at UTM Space and the lecturer in Berkon and the Berkon Degrees Program at Open University Malaysia. And Dr. Richard Ng also have few achievement and experience. First of all, Dr. Richard Ng graduated dengan darjah kebesaran Perak of the Darjah Paduka Mahkota Perak PMP in 2014 and also got the reward of winners for the JCI Malaysia Award 2018 and 2022 for the Sustainable Development Goal or SDG 13, Best in Climate Change and the Best of Best. And other than that, Dr. Richard Ng also received a few invitations. First of that will be the Petronas University of Technology for the Sustainability Program Environment 2023. And two of the invitational speaker for the University of Technology Mara, Bandar Seri Iskandar and Sunway University. And lastly, for the Dr. Richard Ng, also got few high positions and committee at the social and government. He appointed as a Ali Majlis Bandaraya from 1st May 2020 until 15 February 2023. And also is the Ali Majlis Gerakan Pengguna Perak and Ahli Jawatan Kuasa Majlis Perpaduan Ipoh from 2021 to 2023. And he also was the Vice Chairman of the Pemadam Perak at 2014 to 2017. And also got few high position as President and Chairman for Lion Clubs of Perak Silver Stick, soon 14 Lion Clubs, International Region 308B2, Koperasi Alam Hijau Perak Berhad Koh Hijau, Lembaga Pelawat Hospital Pantai Ipoh, Ipoh City Watch, and so on. And this is the profile for Dr. Richard Ng.
That's an amazing profile indeed. I hope one day I also can become a powerful person like Dr. Richard Ng. So before we go through to our topic today, as a reminder to everyone, we will have a Q&A section after the seminar. So please raise up your digital hand to ask the questions. And not to forget, we will also have a photo section so everyone can dress up before having the photo section. Now, I would like to invite our beloved doctor for our seminar. With the utmost respect, Dr. Richard Ng, you may start your talk now.
Okay, thank you very much to all the MC here and a very interesting introduction. Of course, what was said is true. Actually, I have 15 pages introduction, but I just submitted some for your information. Now, today's topic is about social entrepreneurship and sustainable development. Why I choose this topic? Now, you know, United Nations, they have set a goal, the SDG 17 goals. By the year 2030, all right, we need to ensure that no one on earth is left behind. Tiada yang terpinggir. This is important. This year is already 2025. We have another 5 years to go. Where are we? What have we done? Have we done enough or not? Right? So I'm sure we don't have much time left in order to see that everyone is, being taken care of. So never mind, I will share with all of you. So first of all, thank you very much to University Malaysia Kelantan for inviting me to present this real case study about social entrepreneurship. So I'd like to thank Kevin Chan, who is also in my Lions Club of Ipoh Rising Star. So I met him briefly and he has suggested we do a talk. So I without any hesitation, I accepted. You know, because I think we all of you, myself, and everyone has got a role to play to help the community. Okay, so let me start off my talk because I have 62 slides. So I will spend about 1 minute per slide. So it will take about 1 hour. My talk will be about 2 hours or 3 hours, but I will compress into 1 hour. So as the MC says, if you have any question, please press the raise button. You can stop me anytime you want. Okay. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, dear participants, money is not everything, but everything is money. True or not? Ya, in Malay we say wang bukan segala-galanya, tapi segala-galanya adalah wang. Without money, how do we, do or carry out whatever activities we want? So the biggest challenge in serving the community is money. So where do we get this money? All right. Okay. So the question I'm going to answer. This is in general what many people do. They receive grant from the government. They receive grants from yayasan like Malaysia. One of the biggest yayasan foundation is Yayasan Sana. And then, of course, internationally, we have UNDP, USAID. Recently, Donald Trump has cancelled this department today. So you won't get any money from this department. Then there are a lot. But to get this type of grant, you have to prepare a working paper. Long list of questions you need to answer. And then once you have carried out the project, you have to write a report, another long list. So this has put off a lot of people in applying for this grant. Okay, number two, of course, many people, they they ask the public to donate because we Malaysian, we are very generous. We contribute, especially when we see kanak-kanak cacat, OKU, cancer patient. We never hesitate at all. We just contribute. 5 ringgit, 10 ringgit, 100 ringgit. Some generous people, they contribute 100,000, 200,000, and so on. Because in Lions Club, we have what we call the Lions Club International Foundation, where every member contribute 45 US dollar to this fund. And this fund will be used in case the world experience disaster like the one in Myanmar and Bangkok recently, earthquake. Then there are a lot of flood and so on. So I will explain in detail afterwards. Because in Malaysia, we have companies like Petronas, Maybank, Masing Group, they Astro, they also give a lot of donation. They also carry out the program through CSR. But nowadays, this company, they are very choosy. They want to pick an NGO that can help them. And most important, when they give you the money, they want some mileage. They want to be, in the limelight because that is the money they want to use for their marketing or image building and so on. Okay, next, number three, membership. Every NGO in Malaysia, they got some sort of a membership fee. Like my Ipoh City Watch, we only charge 20 ringgit per member per year. If we have 100 members, that means we have only 2,000 ringgit to spend. Nowadays, when we carry out any project, at least we need minimum 1,000 ringgit. So, membership fees alone is not enough. Of course, we have bigger NGO, they charge 1,000 ringgit membership, right? So these are rich club and all that. Of course, they can carry out. Then next, we have fundraising. We can organize charity dinner, walkathon, auction, and also we can also engage crowdfunding. Remember, these are not easy, but you can do it. But you cannot do it all the time. You cannot do it every month and tell people, come, we have a fundraising dinner. Then you ask people to buy ticket, charge $100, 150 ringgit. Nowadays, a lot of people, they cannot afford this 100 and 150 ringgit. So not that easy. Tapi want to donate to the cancer patient, 10 ringgit. Okay, something lah, we give 10 ringgit. We sedekah, isn't it? All right, but Remember, donation only has got one life. I will explain to that. Next, this is what we're going to talk today. We must learn how to do self-funding. We call it the social enterprise or social business or social entrepreneurship. There are three terms. Of course, there's a bit of difference. So, example, we have, this Kohijau, my NGO, actually my koperasi, Alam Hijau. We also have Searchy Foundation. They also collect recyclable, then they sell. They collect all the old clothes and then they clean it and then they turn into other materials. Right? These are some example. After I will show it to you. Next, we have this endowment and investment. Right? Some NGO, they create endowment. Right? That means you invest. After that, you get some returns and so on. Again, this one, not every NGO can do it. Then we have international partnership and collaboration. Because today, the best thing is to collaborate because you borrow strength from other people who have the strength. You have your own strength, other people have strength. For example, University Malaysia Kelantan. When you invite me, I'm very happy to do it. Because why? Now I'm exposing this idea to all the entrepreneurship students from UMK. And I hope after you have learned what I've explained, you can also tell your friends, right? We need more people to know, right? Then we also thank the what you call newspaper people, the whatever blogs or whatever they write about us, they spread this news so that more people can come forward and help. Right? Of course, we have also the religious institution like zakat and all that. So you can use that fund. But today I am specifically going to talk about this, what you call income generating. Because if you depend on other people, you will never do it for long, right? It will never be sustainable. So today we are talking about how to serve the community at the same time be stay sustainable. Okay, so your sources of funding, you need money, just now I already mentioned. Okay, sustainable funding, funding that can sustain your operation. We have, of course, people who pledge, all right, recurring donation, right? They pledge monthly, yearly, and so on. Then we have multi-year grants. If you're lucky, you get this grant. Then, of course, the best is the social enterprise activities. This is what I'm going to teach you all today. And then membership and the rest. Okay, not bad, but it will never be that sustainable compared to social entrepreneurship. Okay, so you can see many NGO, they carry out activities which is non-sustainable. The money they get is only one life. As I said, donation has only one life. It is the funding that does not recur. You cannot get continuously. You ask your friend to donate $100. Okay, I give it to you. But next month, next year, you come again and ask the money. I want to know what have you done? What is the impact? Then at that time, if I really have no money and you come and see me, I don't know how to tell you, that I really don't have money. I cannot support you. Understand? And some NGO or some individual, they scam. They collect donation, but the money never reach the victims and so on. You can see the diagram on your right here. Okay, this diagram here. This is the one kampung in Ipoh called Kampung Pasir Puteh. The house got burned down. And this is a Malay family with 8 children. So somebody called me and see. So I visited. I said, now the house is all gone. No shelter. So I told my Lions Club, let's raise fund and contribute. So my district contributed 4,000 ringgit, and then we have many Lions Club who chip in money. So we help. We build shelter. We are not helping to build a house. The house, simple house today will cost minimum 25,000. So we build a shelter. So we buy the cement, the sand and everything. They go and build themselves. So today the house is ready. But I haven't gone to the place and take photo yet, but I trust they have got a good shelter. And then on the right hand side, sorry, I can't see it. Okay, so this is one example where community service is only one time, one life only. All right. Okay, next, let me share with you who are the entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs. Because today I'm going to talk to you about entrepreneurship. When you want to become entrepreneur, usahawan, anybody can do business. You can start with selling goreng pisang cheese or sell nasi lemak, sell laksa. But these are small traders. They are not entrepreneurs. When we say entrepreneur, you imagine Tony Fernandez. You imagine Syed Mokhtar Al-Bukhari. Right? Not? You imagine Vincent Tan. And then you have Nilofa. And then we have Jack Ma and all that. Okay, of course, you have Dr. Richard Ng at the bottom, who is an NGO. NGO, you know, a lot of people say what? Nore getah orang. Because kita tore getah orang lah, kita tak ada getah. So we go and do work. Sometimes we use our pocket money, our own time. If we have good friends, they chip in some money, then we do. But these are not sustainable. But the photo I show you below is sustainable because I'm teaching all the single mother how to convert the rice bags and laundry bags into this decorative bag so that they can sell and earn supplement income. Okay, so if you want to become successful entrepreneur, so you must have these 10 characteristics. Number one, you must have vision. If you don't know what you want to do, then you are not entrepreneur. You seek challenge. You are willing to take challenge. You are self-awareness. You know your capability, your strengths, your weakness, and all that. If you have weakness, you improve. If you don't know anything about how to start a business, you're going to attend a course. Like today, we're attending this social entrepreneurship. So you learn. After that, you take further course. You go and apply for grant from the government or what, you start. Of course, government will give you 15,000, 20,000, 50,000. But the government want to see the impact. And if you're not a good entrepreneur, you don't have this characteristic, we'll give you 50,000 within 1 week, 1 month, 2 months, gone. The money, no result. This is what happened in Malaysia. Many universities teach entrepreneurship course, but only 1% successful. I went to China a few years ago. I asked the university, what is the success rate of entrepreneurship churned out by university? In China is 5%. In Malaysia, 1%. This is the reality. So I hope we can learn and then we build the confidence in any of you who is listening. So you must have confidence. You must be highly motivated. You must be willing to take calculated risks. All right. You must grab whatever opportunity arise. After I will share with you what are the opportunities available. Then you must dare to fail. Dare to fail, berani gagal, right? You don't listen to what people say. All right, people will, when you share your idea of entrepreneurship, you talk to your friend or whoever, they will say, mana boleh? You, where can you do? Like Jack Ma, right? A lot of people, condemn him before he started his Alibaba. Right? Now, who has the last laugh? Jack Ma, right? And of course, willingness to work hard. If you have a chance to view the TikTok by Jack Ma, you see Jack Ma, he worked really very hard. Most of the entrepreneurs, they work very hard. Tony Fernandez, when he started Air Asia, he has to go and do the work of this luggage carrier. He have to show example, right? Show to the staff if he can do as a CEO, other people can do. Okay, willingness to work hard. And then, of course, as an entrepreneur, you must have ideas, new ideas, and then you must be innovative. For example, if you do recycling, recycling is not about going collect recyclable, then after that sell, you make money. That is only one time. Then you need to be innovative, create something, make it automated or whatever, so that easy for people to, become a member or part of your recycling project. And then uh, it will run by itself. I've seen many successful projects in this. Okay, next slide. These are some of the examples. Some of you have been asking, what kind of social entrepreneurship? In Malaysia, we have many social entrepreneurship, successful social entrepreneurship. Sometimes they use the word social business, sometimes they use the word social enterprise. Sometimes they use the word social entrepreneur. Social entrepreneur is a person who carry out social business. They set up a company called social enterprise. Can you see the difference or not? Because when you set up a business, your objective is to make money. But some people like me, I set up a business, I don't think of profit. I think of making some money so that the money will be used to carry out activities. So we are social business, right? We are social entrepreneurs. Okay, so example, you can Google. I have no time to explain in detail. So among the very popular social enterprise or social entrepreneurship is BG initiative. So they focus on upcycling. They also do education, awareness, and all that. Okay. Then the other one is called EPIC. EPIC stands for extraordinary people impacting the impacting the community. So what they do, they build homes. Build homes for who? For orang asli. So they get all the volunteers to come in and then build. And then after that, they go and train these people in skill and so on. So that these orang asli, they are self-sustainable. Okay, then we have another, organization called Picha Eats. So Picha Eats, what they do, they feed the hunger, and usually the refugees. When they are refugees, they come to Malaysia, like the Palestinian and the Vietnamese. Once upon a time, they got refugee card. And the Bangladeshi, the Rohingya, they come, they got no food because they cannot work. They're not allowed to work. So who is going to give them food? So this NGO called Pichait come in and help them. But where do they get the money? So they actually generate income from this kind of sales of this product and then go and finance their activity. Next, we have the Batik Boutique. So Batik Boutique, they empower women. So one of the sustainable development goal is solving the inequality among the gender. So this Batik Boutique comes in to help the women. Then we have next Tony Bong. So they are based in Sabah, Sarawak. So they provide solar, renewable energy, right? They also come up with micro hydro and all that. Okay. Then we have Souls 24 by 7. They provide education and technology to the underserved youth. They give free education, vocational training, solar energy training, so that they can, uh, self-sustain. So which is good. Then we have dialogue in the dark. The word dialogue in the dark, that means bisik-bisik in Malay. So this one, what they do, they are serving those OKU, people who are deaf, people who are dumb, right? They are impaired visually, so they help create jobs for them, which is good. And then we have Masala Wheels. They won an award. Most of these example I give you, they won an award either through JCIM, SDA award, or they get through the STAR. STAR was good. They organize an award for this NGO and so on. Okay, then in the real world, so my koperasi lah, Kohijau. So Kohijau focus on this recycling and health. Now all this I actually got from ChatGPT. I don't write. So I asked ChatGPT, which are the successful social entrepreneurship? So they give me Kohijau, right? So I'm glad ChatGPT knows about us. Then Batik Boutique, I mentioned. Then Searchy Foundation, Epic Homes, I mentioned just now. Okay. Okay, now comes to the question asked by the entrepreneurship student. So what is the definition of social entrepreneur, social enterprise? So I start with social enterprise first. So social enterprise are mission-driven business that prioritize social or environmental impact. Their objective is to solve social problem or environment. They don't think of profit. Profit is a byproduct. Remember, when you go into social business, you must not think of making money. Of course, you must make money, but not thinking of a margin of 30%, 50%. You think of maybe 10%, 5%, as long as you got modal pusingan, and then you survive. Otherwise, your business is also tutup. So some of the businesses or social problem where you can start to create business to solve social problem. Number one, we have poverty, kemiskinan. So if you look at SDG goal number 1, right, zero hunger. Then goal number 2, zero poverty. Right now, so this is where you can come in. Right. So you think, use your imagination, ideas, innovation, how to solve this poverty problem. Not like go and ask for donation, then you buy food, and then contribute to these people. That is only one life. Remember, you must generate some income. And I'm sure you have heard of the one organization or one movement called Pay Forward. If you go to a restaurant, your food costs 25 ringgit, then you order another 25, you put it for Pay Forward so that those poor, they come in, they can enjoy the food there. That's called Pay Forward. So is Pay Forward a social entrepreneurship? Social enterprise. No, it's a movement. They are not doing business. They create a movement, get people to believe what they are doing. Understand? Then education. So for education access, Open University Malaysia, I was the staff there, I was a professor there for 17 years. I joined OEM because their motto is what? Education for all. Pendidikan untuk semua. And very true, they live to their motto. And today, more than 100,000 students graduated. Who are these people? They are young, working people, senior citizen, they all study. Why a lot of people study at OUM? Because first, the fees is very reasonable. Then they make it very flexible, accessible. Today, you don't have to leave your job. You just register, then they do their course to online. And then when the time comes, you sit for exam. In fact, in future, OUM is going to have exam on demand where you take your exam through online. That means they also solve environment problem. You say, no, you don't have to travel, you don't have to burn fuel. So they give education lower. And I've seen many tuition centers, they offer free education through CSR funding. They help the poor P40 people to take SPM, free tuition. Because our Perak state government also provide free tuition. Now, a lot of government provide free tuition. Okay? Environment conservation. This is what my co-hijau is doing. We must conserve environment. Because according to WHO, United Nations, they say by the year 2050, we are going to see the end of the world if we do nothing now. So I will not go into that. I just give you an example. Then women and youth development. A lot of women, right? You say empower the women. We say there's no gender equality, which is true. You look at all the company, only less than 30% women and more than that, all are male. You go and visit all the public toilet, you see the women toilet less, the male's toilet more. Of course, you see five toilet, but the male toilet, they can do their business anywhere, anytime. The women cannot, they must have a room, the toilet room. So if you have 5, the male have 5, then what happened? So somebody can think of how to start a business. I'm not saying start a toilet business, but you can think of, doing some other business, provide gender equality to these women and so on. The same goes for youth. A lot of youth, all the pinggir. Why? Because the senior people, the old people, the people who are in the older generation, they control most of the hierarchy, business ke, government ke, apa ke, they control. When a youth come in, they are not given an opportunity. They are not given a say. And they don't understand how the new generation behave. Understand? So somebody must do something, empower by giving them education, knowledge, skills, and so on. And then you can make money out of it. Right? Of course, health is another great area because now the cost of medicine, pharmaceutical product is escalating, especially with Donald Trump, tariff rate and all that, and then the exchange rate. So, many people, they cannot afford to buy this expensive medicine. So in Kohijau, we started this Moringa tea, which I'm going to share with you. This is a cheaper supplement that provides, anti-inflammation and then reduce the blood sugar, reduce cholesterol, and then we generate income. We get members to contribute the Moringa tea leaf and all that. Then I have also started another social enterprise called Koperasi Pengamal Kesihatan Complementary. I told them when I help you set up, your promise is to help the poor. You must sell cheaper. You must give cheaper treatment to these people who need it so that it's affordable. So we help the people in their wellness and well-being. Okay, then we have employment for marginalized communities, the Orang Asli, the OKU, the refugees. So you can think of all these social problems. Okay, I want to share with you now. In front of you is one example when I was teaching in Vietnam. So I was teaching MBA in entrepreneurship. The first day I went to the class and we collaborate with one UTech University, so in Saigon or Ho Chi Minh City. I went there, I see 20 old students, right? And they speak good English, so I was surprised. And I talked to the student about entrepreneurship. I tell you, in Vietnam, very sad story because the government don't give funding. They don't want these people to be given funding. So I met one student who introduced me to this Ho Chi Minh restaurant. So this restaurant, they are they run this NGO called Koto. Koto stands for no one teach one. That means if you know one person, you go and teach the person. So the slogan is fantastic. And it was started or founded by this guy called Jimmy Pam, right? So you can see all his students, right? He trained it. The students are actually poor students, right? Students from very poor family. So they train them to become chef and then waiters, and then serve the restaurant. And who are the customers? Normally the foreigners will come and eat. They support this movement, this NGO. So I was there. So I told my student, okay, forget about lecture in the class. I said, let's go to Koto and have our class lecture. So we have 2 days class lecture at Koto. And of course, we buy food from there to support them, in their what you call business. Okay, so it's very interesting. So I went there. You can Google. They also have Facebook. You see what great things they have done. They also have a branch in Hanoi. So next time when you go Ho Chi Minh or Hanoi, please visit this restaurant called Koto. Okay, now we go into social business. This is another interesting. Just now I was talking about social enterprise. It's run by who? Run by individual or group of individual. They do a business, but they solve social problem. Now I'm talking about social business. This social business is a concept where the business is to solve, again, environment, same thing. And then must be what? Financially sustainable, right? And who founded social business? The man called Professor Muhammad Yunus, right? So I want to share with you this guy. Today, he is the interim prime minister of Bangladesh. So, Bangladesh got turmoil now. So he was brought in by the government. And before he was brought in, the Bangladesh previous government sentenced him to jail. He's a professor. How can you sentence a professor to jail? What crime has he done? You know what he has done? He go and help all the poor people outside the university who sell all the small item, small traders. And they see when one day when he walked out from the university, he talked to all these traders. Who supply you the product? So in Bangladesh pun ada along juga. This along give them funding, a loan to start the business, but product must take from the along, and then the return 70% go to along, 30% they keep. So this professor have an idea. He go and gather all these traders, kumpul, and then everybody chip in some money, and then he set up one bank called Grameen Bank. You see now, right? Of course, that time before he was sentenced to jail, He was sent to prison. So he knows the finance minister, his good friend. The finance minister gave him license. So that's how they started the Grameen Bank in the Bangladesh. So now the shareholders of Grameen Bank are all the poor people. And the bank now give loan to the children of these traders, so that these children, they study at university, they become somebody knowledgeable, they can find job, they can help improve their family, which is great. And so I have the chance to meet him and present my Kohijao's program. So I brought this plastic bag made of sugar cane, which is sustainable. This one will what you call uh, lupus within less than 3 years. So he was amazed because he have never seen this kind of things. So he was, yeah, he invited me to the stage. I managed to get this photo. Okay, so that's social business. Now, this is our topic today, social entrepreneurship. Remember, social entrepreneurship is a business set up by you all as an entrepreneur. Whether you set up your company, you go and register with SSM as an enterprise company ke, or Sindiran Berhad ke, or Koperasi ke, and all that, whatever. But the objective is, remember, the key characteristics of social entrepreneurship is what? First thing, you must have a mission, what you want to do, what social problem you want to solve. Like my Kohija, I solve alam sekitar, right? So I focus on recycling. So that's my mission. Then I cannot use the old method of social enterprise or entrepreneurship. I have to use innovative. So I will share with you afterwards. Then the model must be self-running and then sustainable. And the impact is measurable. Bukan kais pagi, makan pagi. Clear not? You don't sell today 50 bungkus nasi lemak, then balik 50, satu bungkus RM3, you got RM150. Tomorrow you sell another 50. And then the next day 50. Then hari Khamis, Jumaat tutup lah, malas lah. That is not social entrepreneur. That is not even an entrepreneur. Clear not? So you have a mission. I start this business now. In 2 years' time, I'm going to, now I start the Jalan, but my mission is to make sure the nasi lemak I sell to the poor people at the cheaper price. I really respect these people. You know, in Ipoh, near the Tambun Loswer, you go and buy kuih, kuih ketayap ke karipap ke, RM1 3 ketul. Where can you get RM1 3 ketul today? But I asked the trader, right? Makcik, kenapa jual 3 ketul RM1? Kos saya tak sampai RM1 pun. Saya jual RM1, saya masih boleh untung 30 sen. Can you imagine? So they are helping the poor to feed the hunger. Kalau you jual RM3, RM1 satu ketul, many people cannot afford to buy. Right now, of course, that one is not social entrepreneur. They are just a trader. If they can turn this into a big business, like putting the curry pap ke ketayap dalam kios, ke the vending machine, kan? Vending machine, that's called innovation. Letaklah. Then siapa nak beli, masuk wang kertas RM1, then keluar 3 ketul, tayap dalam satu bungkus. Or nasi lemak, RM3 or RM1.50, and so on. A lot of people will buy. And this is what I can tell you, innovative. Then sustainable, measurable. Remember, now you sell 50, 1 year's time, you sell 200 bungkus. In 3 years' time or 2 years' time, you sell 500 bungkus a day. So one day you can become millionaire. But you help solve a lot of social problems at the same time. And then the next one, scalability. Scalability means boleh tumbuh. You can grow the business from satu kiosk to another kiosk, from satu kedai, another kedai, buat franchise ke, whatever. All right, so your business grow. That's why many company they grow very fast, like Mr. DIY, 99 Speed Mart, KK Mart, 7-Eleven. You see, no? Okay, just now I forgot to mention this photo on the right. You can see this is Open University Malaysia in India. We got 15,000 students in India. So OUM is a social enterprise. Okay, because they go and run their program in collaboration with one college, and we only charge a diploma cost only 600 US dollar. 600 US dollar. So cheap. Times 5, 3,000. Mana the diploma 3,000 ringgit. Is it not? And then I was there because I was the CEO masa tu, for this department. Okay, I will skip this one. Afterwards, I'm going to share with you the slides. So I will share, I will put in the link. You can download all my slides. I'm not going to explain all these notes because I want to spend time talking to you some beneficial thing. Now look at these people. These people create future for us. Nampak tak? People like, Tim Berners. He invented the www, World Wide Web. Tapi you see, he make money, He give it free to the people. Right? I would like to quote for some student by Peter Drucker. Peter Drucker ni guru management. You study management, you sure hear the word Peter Drucker. He's a professor at Howard University. So he says, the future cannot be predicted, but the future can be invented. You create. We cannot predict the future. We can invent it. The way to cope with the future is to create. The best way to predict the future is to create. He's talking about future. You create. Bukan tunggu the future come to you, then only baru kita, mata kita terbeliak. You see. So you must have vision. You see mission. In the next 10 years, 20 years, what is happened? Nobody predict COVID happened in the year 2020. But do you know, because of COVID, good business like this Zoom, this WhatsApp, this Google Meet, and then now Microsoft Teams have thrived. Otherwise, you and I, we cannot have this kind of seminar. Somebody created, but do you think they do it for free? They do it for free. Google Meet, you got to pay. Microsoft Team, you must pay. Zoom, you must pay. Of course, they give you free limited edition. Sampai how many users and all that. Okay, now Open University, we use Google Meet. My UTN space also, we use Google Meet. And now Google Meet has also put in a Gemini AI, which is good. Okay, so the phases you see are people who have created the future for us. Of course, we have Bill Gates, we have Henry Edward who created PC, and most important, I want to share with you this man called Roman Krasneric. Roman, he is the person who's talk about a good ancestor, which I want to talk to you. Okay, so what are the social problems? So these are some of the examples. Poverty and economic inequality. So you can look at some of the issues like unemployment. In Malaysia, what is the unemployment rate now for fresh graduate? The Ministry of Higher Education kata 70% graduate ada kerja. 30% tak ada kerja. Actually, which is not true. The 70% graduate, they, after finish their university study, they apply for job. The graduate always ask for 3,000 salary, they cannot get. They say no job. Okay, kalau you want, I got this job lah, cuci tandas. Okay, 1,800 minimum salary. So if you are graduate tak ada kerja, what do? Ambil sajalah. I have interviewed so many people when I was the Ipoh City Council. They got degree. Macam-macam degree, they apply, buat apa tau? Kerja potong rumput. Saya tanya, kenapa nak kerja ni? Dia kata, daripada duduk rumah, lebih baik pergi kerja. So they work lah. So we hire them. Dia degree, pergi potong rumput. Pergi bersih, cuci ni apa, sapu sampah. I see many, girls ke, boys ke, I've seen. Right, so you can think of a business. How can you create employment? Right, so when you start a business, you create employment. This is what the government wants you to do. You can also create koperasi. Some of the students, 20, 30 of you group together. Okay, let's start one koperasi. You can get grant, then you're pandai-pandai go and think of how to solve any problem and so on. Okay, so we have poverty, we have education, we have well-being. So you see all these examples that I've given you. All right, And then you can see the gambar sebelah kanan ini. This is my photo taken in the year 2012 when I was the pengarah Open University di Perak. You see how many students I have, and these students are all the working adults yang datang kerja. That time the fees degree only 18,000. Kalau universiti swasta murah lah. You compare to Segi University ke Taylor, Sunway ke, they charge you 150 to 250,000. Mampu lihat, tak mampu milik. Understand? Okay, then we have environment. I hope my friend here, Robes, he's here. I want to share with you because I met him last year at JCIM. I was the chief of the JCIM award judge. So he met me, he showed me this gadget. So he need clean water. He is a social enterprise. So he set up a business, he sell this gadget. So this gadget, in fact, I'm going to work with him to bring this gadget to Orang Asli area. Orang Asli, they don't have water, clean water. Right? Then, masa banjir pun tak ada clean water. So this one, you just buy this set, cost 100 over ringgit. You got one bicycle pump, satu mineral water, you need this gadget. So you go to the sungai, letak this filter, bubur dalam air, then use the bicycle pump, then air masuk melalui mineral water bottle tu, right? Then lepas tu yang keluar melalui filter ialah air yang jernih. Very, very clean. 99% clean according to him lah. Of course he tested, he showed me, he drank. Sampai hari ni pun dia masih hidup. So okay. So this is one example called Affinity Social Enterprise. So he's a social enterprise. He started a business. Then at the bottom, you see the photo is my Hijau. We actually started one project recycling using bird cage. Then you see all the people who come, they are what? Senior citizen. So we teach them how to keep the bangunan tu 20 tingkat bersih. Then when they bring, we give them money. So they got income now. So every time we go there, we have organized program. They bawa dia punya bahan kita semula, and then we pay them money, and sometimes we give them food. Okay? So you can take a look at the rest of the thing, something you can explore. Okay, then we have housing, we have food security. Masa COVID tu memang kita tak ada makanan. Pasal the logistic jam seluruh dunia. You cannot import apa-apa barang makanan, then you cannot go to kebun pun. Ada satu masa. Right? And then a lot of people kena kurung. Then we have no choice. So in the year 2021, you can see the picture on top. I started satu project. We call it Kebun Community Desa Tambun Indah. Sampai sekarang pun ada. We plant tapioca lah, keledek lah. Sekarang I tanam banyak ni moringa, then serai, daun pandan, then people come and petik lah. Because our concept is sharing is, understand not? Then at the bottom, we also started what we call the health and wellness. Kita bagi talk to these senior people, how to take good care of themselves, what are the products, and so on. So we help them in terms of healthcare, right? So we generate income from selling this product at the cheaper price. So that is affordable, So these are some of the examples. And today, we got this issue by the government. They say semua perniagaan, termasuk NGO, must do e-invoice. So if you start e-invoice, tak tahu macam mana nak pakai. Of course, I know how to use Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint. Tapi e-invoice is another software. I got to buy 2,000 lebih. Then I got to learn. I got to send somebody for training how to generate e-invoice. Kalau tidak, kena denda. So now you can start one business. I tell you, many companies started this business. Whether you are supplier of the software or whether you are training provider, then you can train them. Or you are NGO, you can also do training. Ask people to come, charge a minimum fee. Right? Kalau the day I attended e-invoice, one day training, I pay 899 ringgit. But if you run an NGO, maybe you can charge 50 ringgit. 50 ringgit pun bolehlah untung sikit. All right, and so on. Something to think about. Okay, then next, now I go to the hijau. All right, social problem. So what we do, we have to tackle waste management. Why waste management is a big problem? Because excessive landfill use. Kalau banyak sangat bertimbun-timbun the sampah, you know, if we do nothing, we don't encourage people to recycle, makin banyak makin besar. And then you know the tapak pelupusan, the landfill area semakin lama semakin kurang. Betul tak? So we must, you know, create awareness. Tell people jangan buang sampah. So how to reduce this sampah? We have to tell them do recycling, do this organic composting dan macam-macam. You know why? Because this sampah kalau dia pergi to the tapak pupusan, banyak sampah tu plastik. This plastik kalau panas tengah hari dia akan terbakar, dia cair, terbakar dan dia akan hasilkan this methane gas. And methane gas is hotter, 2 times hotter than this carbon dioxide. People always talk about carbon dioxide. People don't know about gas methane. So plastic is the major contributor of methane gas. All right. Okay. Now, if you undertake this environment project, I tell you why our Kuhijau jadi champion seluruh Malaysia. My friend Robert Yong, dia pun champion. In the year 2020 something, 2020, masa COVID lah. So dia tak ada bentang, he only do online. So my Kohijau second champion, whole of Malaysia 2018. So when we do climate action, kita jadi champion. Why? Because what we do in Koperasi Alam Hijau, we help to solve SDG goal number 1, no poverty. Right now. Then we also solve zero hunger because why? These people bring recyclable, then we pay them money. Then the money we generated, we give them food. All right. So we also now start Kebun community. So we address SDG goal number 2. Then SDG goal number 3 is about health issues. So we are also tackling health issues. You know, when we have climate change, banjir, tengkujuh, and all that, the whole, what you call agriculture, farming, all that will collapse. That's why kita ada masalah issue. Then this water and so on, nanti I will go through. So we got issues about health, we got issues about well-being, we have issues about water and sanitation, and then we have industry, innovation, infrastructure. Bila banjir, hilat or banjir besar, semua bangunan-bangunan rosak. Okay, earthquake is different lah. Itu earthquake, ini dia semula jadi. Tapi banjir, we can control actually. Fire, we can control. Then reduce inequality. Right now. So when we carry out this project, it involves everybody. Everybody can earn some income. We help reduce climate change. So the poor people, they can benefit from their farming and all that. You see not? Then we have sustainable cities where kalau banjir besar, like the year 2050, you know, satu banjir besar akan berlaku. Ini according to projection. You know why? Because this ice akan mula lebur. The ice in the Arctic, Arctic will melt. In fact, now already melt. At the temperature of 1.5 degrees, it will melt. If we allow the temperature to go more than 1.5, then more ice will melt, and we try to keep this rising water level at 1 centimeter per year. Kalau if we didn't stop, if it is more by the year 2050, now 2025, right? Can you imagine in 25 years' time, the sea water will rise 25 centimeter? 25 centimeter is already paras lutut, the knee length. When this happened, India, 7 million people will be displaced. Singapore tenggelam, Pulau Pinang disappear, Langkawi disappear, Hong Kong all disappear. Maldives langsung hilang lah daripada peta. That's why we all must do something now. Okay? Then we have line below water. Kalau kita selalu buang sampah dalam sungai, sungai hanyut ke laut. And then you know there are 7 billion tons of plastic in the ocean. Semua ikan-ikan di laut, marine dalam laut tu semua makan plastik-plastik ni. So lama-lama ikan ni semua pupus lah. So kita akan jadi masalah. And then you know the corals also affected because of this climate change. All right? Then we have life on land. People, if there's climate change, it will affect everybody. In fact, about half of the population in the world, they depend on agriculture. And for your information, half of this world population, only less than 20%, they earn good income. The rest, 70%, all the billionaire, the top 10 billionaire in the world, orang yang sapu. The poor people, they supply, but they only earn 20% of the income money, the GDP, we call it. Okay, then SDG goal number 16 is peace, justice, and institution. Why? Because when more and more people, they become poorer and poorer, they will go against the government. You see, not like the Arab Spring and many countries, they demonstrate, they took out the government and so on. So I will not talk about this politics. Okay, so suitable business, right? Social business like recycling, I share with you because this is what I'm doing at Kohijau. So Kohijau focus. Now again, I need to tell you, these notes actually I got from ChatGPT. I know I'm doing, but I want to hear what ChatGPT knows about us. And ChatGPT come up with this. I'm very glad because all the information about Kohijau is available in ChatGPT, which is good. So Kohijau is a social enterprise if it is a company. But ChatGPT doesn't know I run a corporation. So it's actually a social enterprise. At the same time, it's a social entrepreneurship or social business. So we take care of circular economy. Circular means we tell people to recycle, upcycle, and so on. So we do a lot of things, especially eco breaks. Because I'll show you the picture. Then we have community involvement. We give reward point, we pay them money, so they bring their recyclable, we pay them, so they are very happy to earn some extra income. Then we also conduct a lot of talk, like now this seminar. I'm giving talk, I'm giving free of charge. Many universities invite me, I never charge a single cent. Why? Because my mission is to create awareness about the environment, sustainable environment, about climate change and all that. Okay? Then, of course, when our Koperasi Alam Hijau make money, we can employ people, we generate, create employment to people. Who are the people? Our members who are poor, B40 members. Then, of course, we have great social impact. That's why we win award. Right? Okay. So next, remember when you start a social entrepreneurship or enterprise or social business, you must have a business plan. Kalau tak ada plan, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Anything you do, you must have a business plan. You must know where your money comes from, how much you're spending, is it profitable or not, sustainable or not, okay? Now, this is a business plan developed by ChatGPT. Just example, you can go to ChatGPT. Okay, please create a business plan for what you want to address, education, poverty, or what. I show you just now examples of, community service or problem, social problem, and environment. So you just ask ChatGPT, ChatGPT will guide you. Tapi you don't have to follow 100%. But this is good. So I copy and paste and let you see. All right. But I hope you read. I will not go through with you because now it's 11:23. So we don't have a lot of time. Okay, so you can read. I will share these notes with all of you. I tell you this business plan is fantastic. All right. I hope we can implement this according to this plan. Okay, now I'm going to share with you photos. Just now I show you, I'm just giving a lecture. Some lecturer, they lecture, they never do before, but I am a different lecturer. So when I work with OUM, every weekend I spend my time with the NGO, every Saturday, Sunday. So I go down to the ground, meet people, interview people, collaborate with them, and then we start a project. And then we measure. Right? So you can see my award-winning case study came from this recycling project in Jelapang Tamban on February 15, where I was lucky because that time this, Perak SW Corp, right, Solid Waste Management, Puan Haja Fatima, she was very cooperative. She wants to help achieve, make Ipoh a clean city. So she came, met me, then I met my friend here, Mr. Tina Karan. He's the chairman of the Rukun Tetangga and all the members there. So we had a meeting at this, what you call, in Buntung there, one club there, Okay, then we all agree on 4th of April, we launched this community recycling project. Again, I was fortunate because this Masatu YB Datuk Rosna, he was a very good friend of mine. So he agreed to come, even though she's very busy. So we successfully launched the recycling. Okay, and thereafter we continue doing. So you look at this, we set up the project Kitar Semula Community Jelapang. This is the pusat pungutan, right? And then you see the community come, they bring the recyclable, we timbang. Bukan sikit macam ni, we collect 2 tons, 3 tons one. Normally, every twice a month. Then after that, we continue doing and we bring in young people. So this was 2015. So young people like Maha and Shamili here, this small girl, Mr. Tina's daughter Shamili. Today she's a big girl. She's waiting for, she's applying to join university now. Last time she was in Sekolah Rendah. And then we have Linda here, who is one of our, uh, advocates. So they all help and make our project successful. And then you can see how we tackle climate change. We have this Rukun Tetangga, this Jabatan Perpaduan, Pengarah also came down. You can see all the baju hijau are all our Ku Hijau members. And then we also do campaign kebersihan during Thaipusam, right? And then we have a Ipoh Car Free Day. I brought my Lions Club. So I wear many hats, Lions Club, Ku Hijau, Ipoh City Wash, and so on. Then we encourage people to cycle. So we have this cycling apps where you use an apps, you download, then you can savor the bicycle there, right? Then young middle is my wife who took over from me to teach people how to enyam bag plastic, right? And then this next photo is where I do a lot of talk in school. Kecil ke, besar ke, everywhere I go and give free talk. Then next picture, again, this is Thaipusam. This time I was lucky because the Majlis Bandar Ipoh, they are willing to collaborate with us. And the far right corner, this picture was in Sheraton Pahang. So three of us, three of our members, we went there. We are lucky because this Tunku help us to, launch this recycling at his hotel called Tanjung Inn. If you go to Sheraton Inn, you can go and visit. So this Tunku Kamil, he is really a strong advocate. I went there, I saw one billboard. He talks about the lifespan of this recyclable. So you all should go and visit them. Okay. Next, again, this is Ipoh Car Free Day. You see many students come. We educate them, make them sign, pledge to do recycling. Okay? Then we started a sustainable system called Recycling Reward Point, where we provide this bin, and then the people no more like last time in Jelapang, you bring, then we got lorry twice a month, you bring into Timbang, we give. So now with the recycling point system, we give members. Those who become member, they get barcode. We give them 30 pieces of barcode. So what they do at home, they do recycling. They put all the recyclable mixed together, tak apa, tak payah say, put in one plastic bag, and then lekat the QR, the barcode. Then they drop into this bin. So we got 72 bins throughout Perak. Then Our lorry will come and open and then go and timbang, separate and timbang. Then we give them the points. The points are available on the apps, so they can log in to the website and check their own account, how many points they have. So if they have enough points, they can redeem. They can go in and say, I want cash. So can convert to cash, can convert to coupon. We give them coupon, Aeon, Lotus, you go to the shopping mall and buy things. Or you can say, I want to donate this money to masjid ke, what NGO ke, up to you. So you see, we get people to involve. Some people, they do recycling not for money. They just want to help protect the environment. So the money generated, they just donate to the, masjid ke apa, whatever. So this is our award-winning system juga, right? So we promote the recycling point system. You can see many places we launch, and then we go to school again. We also launch the recycling point system. Then finally, 2018, we just participate lah in this JCIM STG, ya. Just masuk aja, hantar. Then without realizing, we become the best of the best. So we are the Malaysian champion, right? Receiving this award. So we are very glad somebody appreciate us. So we are very happy with this award. Then after that, I started another innovative idea. I learned from Philippines. I visited Philippines, and then I saw this bird cage. I was amazed, and I was looking, and then I interviewed some people why they create this bird cage. In Malaysia, kita ada sangka ada paper, plastic and all that. The people, they are all illiterate one, tak tahu baca one. We say this compartment is for paper, dia buang sampah. This one for plastic, dia campak sampah. So in the end, become a tong sampah. So what we do to prevent people from throwing sampah, we make a cash bin like that. Then on top got one opening there. Kecil je, just enough to drop in the mineral water bottle, can or what. So they drop. Then we leave it in a certain location, and then cukup bulan bila penuh, we go and open and collect. And then this one must be terdedah. When rain or shine, the rainwater will go and clean up the bottle. So we save the water also, bill and so on. Okay. And then we launched this bird cage bin in the SK Sungai Rokam by this former Menteri Besar Perak. Right? And then we got the pengarah Jabatan Pendidikan datang sekali. Right? So we get it launched. And now we have a few bins in some schools. And then we also have this food, trash for food. I told you just now, we have a cash bin. We ask the senior people, you bring whatever plastic bottle, tak payah timbang, you bring, I give you food. Okay? Now next, this is the bird cage bin. We park at this Kandu. You go to Koping in Perak, you can see there are two cage bin bought by one of the YB. They buy, so we put it there, we collect for them. Actually, we don't generate much income from this plastic, but we educate the customers of this hotel. If you have any this plastic bottle, just drop into this bin. So we collected quite a lot, Okay, then during COVID, my NGO, we started this face shield. So we cannot travel. You can see on the left side. On the left side is my house, my wife, and then two other NGO members. We sit down and do. And this plastic, all this contributed by members. So we go and learn how people do. Then we created. Then we donate. Some YB, they buy from us. Kita jual, we make some money. Some Lions Club also buy from us. Then as a this responsible NGO, we donate, we give to the police and askar quite a lot. So we make more than 30,000 pieces of face shield during COVID. Okay, then I started this innovative idea when I was a professor at the Open University Malaysia based in Bangi. So I told you the story just now. In Bangi, as a professor, we got a lot of time, right? I finished my work very fast. During lunch, I just walk around. The Bangi there got banyak kedai dobi. So what I do, I go and open the the what they call garbage bin. I saw a lot of tin kosong bottle, but I cannot pick because I'm not staying Bangi. But I saw very beautiful laundry bag. So I go and kutip. Then I open up YouTube and learn how to convert this plastic bag into something useful. Then from the YouTube, after 1 month, I learned and I improvised and I successfully make this first plastic bag become tissue holder. Then I teach people put this sirih gading. The Chinese say good feng shui, money plant and all that. So the purpose is to stop plastic pollution. Okay, this is how I make the plastic bag. You can see now I collect rice bags. I collect very good laundry bag, but now no more in Bangi. I'm in Ipoh. So I ask all the restaurant, hey, you got rice bag? So they contribute. Last time I gave 50 cents one bag. They say, tak apa, ambil free. They don't want also. So I collect, I have to cut and then clean it. And then after that, I have to dry it. After that, I cut into small pieces and then I go and weave it, right, at my NGO office. Then I teach single mother. Banyak, ramai. I think I've taught more than 50 people. You can see myself here, of course, helped by my wife and some other NGO members, right? So we teach them so that they can earn income. This one, we don't make money. We teach them free of charge. Then we do a lot of tree planting. Our motto is green our earth, save our future generations. So we do a lot of this tree planting. That time I was lucky because I was Ipoh City Council. Saya panggil Majlis Bandar Ipoh, tolong tanam pokok, they bring all the pokok. So I was quite fortunate. Then after that, we plant trees, get my university student to come and plant trees together with my Lions Club members. And then this Kinta Height, so I think from 2021 until now, we have planted more than 150 trees a day, right, in Ipoh. Until it caught the attention of the Germany ambassador. Ini duta Germany in Malaysia, Dr. Peter Bloommeyer, he wants to meet me. So we arranged, he came, I make him plant one bamboo tree. Bamboo can last very long. So in this area, we also planted more than, I think, 8 trees already. So you can see we created the name tag so that we can educate whoever. So whoever scan this QR code, you can find the detail, who planted the trees, when planted, what is the benefit, how this tree can help absorb carbon dioxide and so on. Okay, then we win another award because of my innovation. Well, of course, I do it through my Lions Club. So Lions Club in 2022, I won the best in climate change. I didn't win the best of the best because this one, sambil labor je lah. I just want to focus on one area. The impact is just on the environment. So my wife, she represented the club to receive the award from the JCIM, witnessed by TYT Pulau Pinang. All right. So you can see we are very happy receiving this kind of award. At least somebody appreciate. Okay, now our new project is the Moringa handmade organic Moringa tea. So you can see this is the Moringa tree I planted at home. Right, last time I don't know what to do with this tree, and now I learned a lot. Then on the right hand side, you can see this is our sticker. So you read, so Kohijau handmade organic tea. You go to TikTok, banyak orang jual organic moringa tea. But ours is different because we are handmade. We pluck, we dry, we goreng. Then after that, we pack properly, which can last many, many years. But we sell at a very cheap price, 18 ringgit for 20 sachet. And you can see this moringa tree is a super tree. A lot of benefit and cheaper version of supplement. So it can reduce inflammation. It is rich in antioxidant, lowers your cholesterol, lowers your blood sugar, and then a lot of vitamin, better than eating fruits. And then it acts as antiseptic, protects your liver and so on. And also, of course, can reduce your weight. After taking this for more than a year, my weight turun from 87 kg becomes 78 kg, which I'm very happy. So I keep eating as usual, but this one really has got impact. So this is our new product to help the poor. So the poor people can buy this at an affordable price. You go to pharmacy, they sell you supplement 80 ringgit to 150 ringgit. Itu orang miskin cannot afford. So my Koija come up with something affordable. So we help solve the health and the wellness issue of the community. Okay, so last, before I end, I want to share with you why we are all doing this. Yesterday, I got a Kohijau AGM. I tell these people, everybody, no energy already to continue on to tutup. I say, we cannot tutup. If I want to do business, I can start my own and make money, but I make money for you people. I don't make money for myself. I don't need a lot of money to live in this world, but we all must be a good ancestor. I told you just now, Roman Krajanish, he is the founder of this movement called Good Ancestor. So Good Ancestor, this guy, Roman Krajanish, so he wrote a book called The Good Ancestor. So you can read. So according to him, he says what, in this world today, we got 7.7 billion people. Before this, there are more than 100 billion people already died. Nobody knows, nobody cares. 100 billion people already mati lah, right? But we are talking about the future. The future is about unborn generation, which is going to be 6.75 trillion, assuming nobody die and live long. So we are going to talk about how to solve the problem which will happen to you, your generation, your chuchu, chichit, all that. So we become their ancestor. Okay, so how to become a good ancestor? Remember, I want to tell you this, why we become good ancestor. In Malay, we got one proverb called Harimau mati meninggalkan belang. The tigers, when they die, they leave stripes. That is the Malay pepatah. Ya, tapi manusia mati, dia tinggalkan satu legacy. So kita ada people like Tunku Abdurrahman and so on. They leave a very strong legacy. We have Tun Dr. Mahathir. Tapi myself in Lions Club, we also got legacy. So when we die, we leave behind our slogan called Raw, 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 we serve. This is our Lions Club lah. We always tell people, but I hope our Lions Club members, they know lah. Don't just raw, raw, raw and don't know why they raw. Don't know what is the meaning of we serve. We serve because we want to protect the future generation. All right? Okay, in order to be a good ancestor to our future generation, I like to quote John Wesley. He says, you all must do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, and as long as ever you can. So you do good things selagi hayat di kandung badan. Remember this, not easy to convince people to accept this. Many people tell me, you retired, sudah pension, go enjoy lah, relax lah. I say, I got mission in life. I want to be a good ancestor. Never mind, people don't know my name in the future, but they will thank somebody who started this movement, right? Like people who started Pay Forward, the people who start, so many kinds of movement to help people. But I don't know who started all this, but I know it's something very good. Okay? All right, so I think dah habis. So again, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank University Malaysia Kelantan for the opportunity. I'd like to thank all of you. I can see 153 participants. Thank you very much for being patient. So I took up about 1 hour and 15 minutes. And so thank you, everybody. Thank you to my Lions Club, Kevin, for the good job, and all the students in the entrepreneurship department. Okay, thank you. So you have any question, feel free to ask me now. Okay, back to you. UMK.
Okay, thanks a lot for sharing all of the useful.
Most welcome.
Okay, thanks a lot to sharing all of the useful and interesting knowledge. Okay, by Dr. Richard Ng. Okay, this already show the social networking for the social entrepreneur is very important, and all of the achievement that have been done by Dr. Richard Ng is very great. It's a great examples for everyone to learn. So now I would like to open the Q&A sections for everyone who have any questions for asking to our amazing Dr. Richard Ng. So please.
Okay, question please. Anybody want to start?
Good morning, Dr. Asokan here.
Yes, Mr. Asokan, welcome.
Hi, how are you? Okay, first and foremost, congratulations on all your achievements. Wonderful,
Thank you.
keeping our
Yeah.
country green. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Uh, knowing that, coming back to Ipoh and Perak, knowing that we are going to be an aged community, how can we encourage the aged people to participate in these programs? Thank you.
Thank you. Good question. Thank you for asking this question. So in Perak, we are going to be the first state to surpass the 15% aging society. So now the government is doing a lot of things and all that. So you see what you can do with the aging society, what the aging society requires. They requires a comfortable place, like nursing care and all that, because our children are very busy with their work. They have no time to talk to their parents. So the parents want to talk to somebody. So we need to build a community. I'm, amazed. There are many NGO who started this karaoke session lah, lanchong lah, and all that. So many things. These are wonderful things that you can think of. You can start a business. Don't make a lot of money. Setting up a nursing care home. I saw some nursing home charge 3,000, 4,000. So that one beyond the reach of the poor people. So somebody can start a social enterprise taking care of this, what you call, aging society. Then you can become supplier of these tools, equipment, or anything that caters for the aging society. For example, people who are aging, they don't know about IT. They don't know how to use WhatsApp. They don't know how to use e-waste. Perhaps you can start a class to teach them, charge a minimum fees. Then a lot of these old senior people, they need care for medicine. Yeah, they want, they are old. They are alone at home. The children all are working elsewhere. Right? So they got monthly checkup. You can provide, transport or collect the medicine from the hospital and all that. And this one, I got to quote our Uncle Kentang lah. Uncle Kentang is one of the, but he's not a social entrepreneur. He is just an NGO serving the society. So he get donation from public. A lot of people donate money. But you can set up something similar and charge minimum fee and come up with a business plan. I believe if you run a social enterprise, the service you provide to your aging customers will be better compared to if we run an NGO and we don't make serve money. The old people, they got banyak karena, a lot of things on, this cannot, that cannot. If we are the understanding type of people who understand the requirement of the old people, then we will cater to them. So you don't have to charge higher fees. Use smaller fees. Again, in China, I went to China. They got one, what you call social group. Under the bridge or what, they all go dancing. In China, it's very common. The community come out and dance. Of course, now in Malaysia, we got people who sing, karaoke. You can provide a place. This kind of place, invite people to come, sign up as a member, charge a membership fee. So there are a lot of things you can do. And don't think of what these corporate companies are doing. They are thinking of making money. Of course, nothing is wrong, but I always tell them, please make it affordable. Right? If let's say you target 100 customers a month, at least allocate 30% of this to the poor, right? And then 70% you can collect from the rich. So the money you earn, you can actually what? Subsidize the poor. You see, same like one of my friend, he's running this funeral service, burial service, funeral. So orang tua nanti mati sebatang kara. How? So we must have people to sign up like this khairat kematian, this endowment plan, people sign up. A lot of Chinese association, a lot of these members, they pay a subscription fee. When you die alone, single, they will help your burial, everything. So I talked to my friend who is doing this cemetery business. I say, your cemetery, I know you're going to charge a certain amount of money to the rich, but can you please allocate at least 10% to the poor? And he agreed. So I salute these type of people. We have to educate them. Don't think of just making money. All right. So these are some example. I hope Mr. Asokan is clear for you. All right.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Richard. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Asokan is a Rotary Club president. So good question. He's with me also in my NGO. Okay. Any other question, please? What about student? Any student want to ask me question?
Hi, Doctor. We got a question about how to ensure that the impact is for long term, but not for the short term slow. Yeah.
Good question. Remember, just now I say when you want to set up a social enterprise or want to become a social entrepreneur, first thing is what is your goal, your mission, right? So your mission is you want to become a good ancestor. Remember, this is your real mission. You want to help people. So when you think of helping people, then second thing is what business, what area you want to help people. Then you must have a business plan, where to get the money, how to go about it, and find people who can team up with you so that we can minimize the cost and all that. So in order for a business to be sustainable, as I said just now, you must have funding. Your funding must be sustainable. Number two, you must have manpower. People who are like-minded come together and do. Right? Then, of course, the rest are, the characteristics of successful entrepreneurs, like Tony Fernandez, highly motivated, willing to work hard, not scared about failure. Keep on doing, keep on, continue doing, don't give up. Right? These are characteristics. Then only you can be a social entrepreneur. Otherwise, you don't become social entrepreneur. You better work with the government, with the factory, whatever, earn your stable income. Okay, so this is something. And also, I would encourage student next time in your community, you set up a cooperation, right? In cooperation, so they invited me to talk. Many times I shared the same thing. I hope all the cooperation people, they also understand, right? Our main objective is to help solve the social problem. Okay, I hope I have answered that question. Any more question?
There's another questions I would like to
Yeah.
ask. Hisham Yusuf from Ipoh asked how to encourage the youth about social enterprise.
Good question. I saw in the chat just now. So how to encourage you? So first thing is, now I face this problem. When I do projects, I try to bring youth to come in. The youth are reluctant. Why? Because the management team is actually run by the senior people. Senior people who are reluctant to change, who are not innovative, who never accept ideas. So in order to bring the young people, we must encourage them. For example, Kevin. Kevin is one of the people I brought in to my Lions Club. Now I got another club called Ipoh Rising Star Club. This is very special. I got one or two senior people to guide them. Then I got young people. Then I make them organizing chairman. So Kevin is my Lions Club organizing chairman for this event today. Then we have Jensen. Then we have Patrick and all that. So I start to bring in. But I hope I can bring in more. If anybody interested, can write to me, no problem. I would, be very, very ever willing to help you. But the problem faced is when you work with the senior people, they have experience, they have knowledge, but they are reluctant to tell you whether your idea is good because they afraid you, the young people, will replace them. You know. So what I would say for the young people like you, now you have understood, right? So you need to form a team first. You don't work solo. So you're a group, like the University Malaysia Kelantan student. I know you all come from various part of the country. You can always meet up and then form one. Yesterday, I was at the Open University Malaysia Alumni high tea program. I also addressed them. Usually, these alumni selalu cannot last long lah. Why? Because become shock sendiri, minum yamcha, then after that forget our objective. So we need to set up a business entity. The best is to set up this corporation because corporation, I'm not the owner. Everyone is the owner. But if you want to, make good decision or fast decision, then maybe you start solo, set up your own company. All right, but you must have the characteristics not just now. And you remember you are going to help solve the social problem. Then, like Kevin said, you must have networking. You must know some of the cables who can help you. Okay, otherwise, I tell you, the young people, they always very fast, give up one, cepat putus asa. When they face failure, they give up. Saya already 66 years old. Many people tell me a lot of negative things. Always tell me why I keep on doing this thing, apa dapat. They always tell me apa dapat. Saya tak dapat apa-apa. Whatever I dapat, I already dapat. I still do. Then I got another friend called Datuk Norma Hanum. Yesterday, she was also alumni OEM. She umur 78, still doing, but she focused on education, right? I focus on environment. We have to do, somebody have to do, but I need the young people. I'm willing to train the young people who are willing to come in, so that I hope they take over. So there are many ways. The young people, either you work together in a young team because you have innovative idea, you can use AI ke apa, or you can team up with senior people, or you set up cooperative society. There are many ways. But don't forget about the characteristics of successful entrepreneur. Okay? All right. Any more question?
We have to to cut to a photo section for now.
Good.
We can continue our Q&A section after that. So I would like
So
to invite everyone to turn
I
on
stop the sharing.
their
I stop the
camera.
sharing.
Yes. So I would like to everyone to turn on your
Okay, on
camera
the
to have
camera.
our photo section, and I will pass this part to my technical team. Thank you.
Before that, all the participants will receive certificate. They got the link.
Yes, correct,
Betul tak?
Doctor.
Okay, so this is important. We tell them. Okay, I will also give you my slides in the chat group. If you go to the chat, I will post in the chat. Okay, I put in the chat. Okay, you can download these notes. Right? Download the notes that I've given just now. Okay, back to you. Photo session. Everyone, switch on your video and smile. Where's the technical team? Ada.
Yeah, Dr. Adam. Okay, so now please open your camera and we are going to take after three, after countdown after three, then okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, another one. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Many
Okay.
people shy. Don't want to switch, open the camera. I can see Madam Wong there, Tina Leong there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Please show your pretty face.
Okay, so next we are going to show our attendance code for participants. Yeah. So can scan for seizure. Yeah.
Okay, so while we're waiting for the QR code to be presented, there's also another questions in the chat that asks from Ryan, how do you see the future development trend of social enterprises?
Okay, excellent question. Huh? So you see, now we are faced with so much problem, right? Everybody can see. Then I believe now there are many, even the younger generation, they are very, what you call, sensitive to the needs of the people. And then the government also every time talk about what we call the United Nations SDG goal, right? So we are just about 5 years to go, 5 years more to go. And I think university also talk about SDG. I think all the organization, they talk about SDG already. Okay, so I think the awareness is there already. So whether the people, especially the young people, take up or not, I'm not too sure. But there's a great movement already. In Malaysia, I show you only 10 example. Yeah, 10 example. There are actually more than 50 already enterprise that focus on the solving social problem. So I can tell you the future belongs to those who look at the social problem and find a solution to solve the problem and make money. And this is the philosophy of the American business people. You know, the philosophy, falsafa, American business people. I study in America. So I was told that the history of American business people, they create problem. Everywhere in the problem, they find a solution. So their philosophy of business is problem creation, problem solving. They have done long time ago. Now we are also doing it, but we do it in a positive manner. You see not? So we look at the problem, we find solution. Otherwise, remember why you do business. You ask somebody why you buka sell nasi goreng or nasi lemak, cari duit. Cari duit only. You don't want to be rich. You don't want to be somebody someday. By selling laksa nasi lemak, can. But you sell and you serve one community, make it sustainable. Fair enough. But I want you to focus on the bigger picture. I give you just now 10 examples of social problem. Look at it. This, what you call aged care is one upcoming. Health issues is another upcoming things that you can focus. Technology. Look at technology. Okay, AI and all that. What can you do by capitalizing on AI to help solve social problem? These are big business opportunity. I hope all of you can see. Okay.
Okay, great information for answering the questions, Doctor.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
there's we already presented the QR code for those who wanted to get the e-certificate and the attendance. And there's also in the chat, and in the chat has been sent a Google Docs link for you to fill in for the e-certificate and for the attendance.
Okay. Good. So all the
So
participants, click the link to register and get your certificate. Okay. Or you can scan the QR code, right?
yes, correct.
Okay. Thank
And
you.
that's all from us. Thank you so much again to Dr. Richard Ng. We wish for
Welcome.
everyone to have a nice day and see you again. You
All right.
after
Thank you.
scanning the QR code, you can leave this meeting. See you again. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Sorry, doctor, but we got participants told us they cannot access the Google Drive.
Oh, okay.
So
Let me check again. Let me check
okay,
again.
okay, thank you, doctor.
Because I given access already.
All right, thank you, doctor.
Yeah, I check first. Okay, can try this link again. Actually, I have given access already. Okay, Kevin. Okay. Can I leave now?
I think Kelvin is having like a disconnected from this meeting. So
Thank you
Dr.
so much,
Teacher,
Dr.
thank you again.
Okay, thank you. I leave now. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, all the best to all of you. Okay, see you all of this is
Thank you,
all right.
Doctor.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.